Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and got a good one for you today because no customers are coming in, guys, and this is tragic what I'm about to cover with you. So please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that we have a private channel called iAllegedly Live, and you can sign up at iAllegedly.tv. And with everything that's going on this weekend and starting next week, things are going to come in a huge flurry. So check it out. Now, the LA restaurants that were affected by the fire, you can say, oh, there's only a few, and some people went out of business. Guys, what you have is you have massive turmoil in the restaurant space in the Los Angeles area. And the common theme is that customers are just not coming in. Now, here's the thing about this. You've got some restaurants that are complaining that, they used to do 160 to 200 meals in a night, which is a lot, guys. You can do the math, and you get it, let's say you have a $100 check. It's a nice place. You can do the math on what these places are doing. Some of these places are off 70% right now. So let's go through some of these that were mentioned. That's Crossroads Kitchen, served 45 to 50 people when they generally do 120 a day. So it's over half off. And then you've got, places like Pez Coastal Kitchen lost 85% of its business. 85% is what the owner says. Now, you guys want to get great news? Look at industry magazines. And this is from LA Eater, which is basically a restaurant magazine, talking about all the foods and everything with the restaurants. And I'm at Mandalay Bay outside walking around out here, and the pool's closed because it's 50 degrees outside and the sun is shining. So, wow. But anyways, it's still cold. Then you've got places like Raspaloo and Superfine Pizza. And a lot of these places, you'll have, they'll own fine dining Italian, and then they'll have the pizza place. Okay? They're saying that the fine dining is off a third, and that the pizza place is doing a quarter of the business, 75% of what they used to do. Now, man, you got to feel for these people because you're going to see bankruptcies. You've got people that their places burnt down, apartment buildings burnt down, businesses burnt down. You haven't seen anything yet, guys. I mean, this is just the fallout of this right now. So, Wife and Soma in Glassell Park, Wednesday through Friday, that's what they've done. And we decided to open last Friday, and a few workers saw a bunch of regulars, but that's it. Okay? So, the Benjamin, Melrose Avenue, we've been one of the busiest and hottest restaurants, and we're down 40% right now. Man, oh man, guys, that's awful. It's just terrible. But the hits just keep coming. Baru and Chica, Baru was off 10%. They're probably the lucky ones in this whole group. And then they saw everything from one restaurant only did 20 tables in a night. I mean, that's horrible, you guys. It's absolutely horrible. So this is just the beginning of this. Now, does this go to the no spending in 2025? Hey, I'm going to cut back. No. And then great articles below. Check the articles out in the video description. You can read all this stuff. And what you have also is restaurants that say, hey, listen, we're outside of the burn area, but we're in what people think is the evacuation zone. So there are still over 130,000 people that can't go back to their homes right now. And even though the homes are gone, but they can't go back. So you haven't seen anything yet as far as this is concerned. So Bar a Meal, I don't know how much we've worked lately, just is off completely. Okay, here's another one. Camellia, Otato, and Tabuki, they're in the Arts District, and they're off 50% on all those restaurants. Now, here's the worst part about this. You have all the workers, which are usually low income and immigrant workers. They anticipate, think about this number right now that don't have jobs, 100,000 people that don't have jobs. Now, these are not the lazy people that don't want to work, that want a handout. These are the people that have jobs, that were bussing tables and dishwashing and cooking and doing everything. You have 100,000 people displaced right now. Now then add to that these restaurants that, hey, listen, I don't need 5 waiters. I'm going to have 2. I'm going to wait tables tonight, you know? That's what you would have on a normal basis with a business like this. So, man, oh man, are you going to see some problems coming down the road? Yes, 100%. So, with that, that's the beginning of this, guys. That is just the beginning of this. So, I still can't believe the beach club is open when it's 50 degrees outside. So, enjoy, guys. You first, okay? So, needless to say, it's not hot bikini weather. You know what I mean? So, not that I would look, but the other thing is these restaurateurs are good people. My family member that owns a restaurant, they're all salt of the earth people. These are all people that work, 20 hours in a day. They go home and worry about the restaurant. These people are giving food to first responders, thousands of dollars. No one's paying for that. No one's going to give this money back to these people. The food trucks that have gone out and donated to the first responders, who's paying for that? Nobody. They're donating the food. They're donating everything right now. So when does it end? Who knows, guys? But this is terrible. But again, it's like no one's coming in. No one's spending money. No one's moving forward. This is awful. And you haven't seen anything yet because it's just beginning right now. The number of bankruptcies that you're going to see from this are going to be, tenfold of what they would normally be in a January. You're going to see things that are going to happen. And because of the government not doing anything, will there be stimulus checks for these people? Who knows? Who knows? My sources have told me that Donald Trump is going to go there next week, and it could be one of the first things he does. And first trips he does is to go to California to work out a plan for these people. Let's hope something gets done, guys, because, man, you've got thousands of people displaced. You've got people without businesses, without schools, without anything, but they don't have anything. They don't have food. They don't have a place to live. There is a place in hell for these landlords right now, because think about this number that we know about. Now, there's a lot of people with pride. I'm not going to tell. This guy's an a-hole, and I'm not going to do anything about this. 200 verified complaints of overcharging for rentals and for hotels. Okay. I'm telling you guys, you can sit there and go, that's life, Dan. People do that stuff. These people, you're going to see people get arrested for this. You're going to see people charged for crimes for doing this to people. This is not going to fly right now. It's not going to fly at all. And let's get over to the beach club. I can show you guys what a 50-degree pool looks like. So let me know what you think about this. Once again, you want to learn about something, go to an industry magazine. When they start talking to the owners and saying, hey, let's get real, because when you get to a situation like this, the egos get put out of the way. You get, hey, we're better than, Dan's restaurant. Dan sucks. Dan's a horrible dude. You don't want to eat there. When you get rid of stuff like that and everybody shares the same common disaster, then people come together and people are like, this is what we're going to do to survive this. But will they? So let me know what you think about this so far, because I just was blown away by this. You've got a list of restaurants that are closed. I don't want to bore you with the list right now, but also the list of everybody who donated stuff, which are the good guys of the world. And again, food goes bad at a certain point, and you've got to give it away. So give it away to people putting out fires. The fires, as you're watching this video, they're not 100% contained. They're still burning right now. Is that insane to think about? Because it's nuts, guys. It's absolutely nuts. Let me know what you think about this so far, and there's a lot more to cover. I am so grateful for everybody in this channel. I like to think everybody's a good person. And Dave, who is a big contributor, lives in Southern California, he said, I want to do more. So he went up to the food line and started feeding people and made it on Good Morning America. They didn't interview him, but he was there. I'd like to show you the video he sent me, but I can't because it's Good Morning America. And George Stephanopoulos would be a little girl. We'll set it. Anyways, but Dave's a good guy. So acknowledge Dave for helping out at the food line. Now, 2025 is going to be the year of the layoffs, guys. And James sent me a great story about Jack Cooper, and they are a truck company that does accessories, parts, and things like that. They just announced that they're laying off 406 people, and they had a warn notice. And the warn notice is that we have to give people, if we let go of more than 100 people, we have to give them 60 days notice to, you know, be notified. So they had to notify everybody. 406 people are going to lose their jobs because they lost a contract with Ford to do truck accessories. Horrible, 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 horrible. So thank you guys for sending me local stuff like that, because, again, when people lose their own job, it's a horrific thing. Everybody knows that. But, the thing about this is that this is going to happen more and more. And will the recession be triggered by the LA fires? Who knows? I mean, we're going to talk about this for a long time. You're going to see the rebuilding. You're going to see the lack of rebuilding. The people that are dealing with the permits, my friend Amber, who's the permit runner, since she sent me that, has not gotten one permit sent back to her approved. So they just take their time, guys. You think that this newfound love, kumbaya, they'd be doing quicker turnaround service? Not a chance. Not a chance. I could tell you guys stories about working for my family's construction company when I was a kid, and how I would get permits. My dad had us do everything in the company, from pull permits, get leads, sell, pull wire, dig holes, pour cement. I did everything. And I was blown away at, dealing with these municipalities, and especially the city of Los Angeles. I had waited for 2.5 hours to get my called with my number and the permit. And when I got called um, up, I walk up to the counter and there was a bell. It goes ding, and the guy says, "Oh, um, my brake just started." I'm like, "What? Your brake?" Yeah. So he literally stood across the counter from me for 15 minutes and just BS'd with some woman about God knows what. Yeah, we may go to the Dodger game. We haven't decided yet. But it was just chaos, guys. Absolute mayhem watching this. So there's that. So Mr. Cooper, okay, not Mr. Cooper, Jack Cooper, the trucking company, 406 people. Spirit Airlines is in bankruptcy. I have a friend that just flew Spirit, and I said, "Oh my God, are they going to make you serve drinks? What are you going to do to get through this right now?" "Oh, haha, I know how to navigate these cheap flights. You don't like it." No, I hate Spirit because they were mean and they were awful and they charged for everything extra. Okay, and I've told that story too many times to repeat it. So there's that. And Starbucks just announced in March they're going to lay off hundreds of executives. They have 321,000 employees, 211,000 here in the States, and they're going to lay all these people off in the executive offices right now. So crazy. Okay, let's go look at a pool in 50-degree weather. So see what that was. I just want to go look at the pool for 1 second. I'll do a U-turn. Okay, thanks, brother. So, anyways, you too could go out and get a tan in weather like this. I hear music blasting over there, so I'll stay away from it. This is nice. Nice little pool. Only one that's open right now. I'll get a better shot of this for you. I am going to finish this video with these last two stories. And have you noticed that things like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and the National Association for Highway Safety, um, they're doing things lately? Isn't that weird? Just out of the blue, they're starting to really shake the news up about different things for safety and for our consumer rights. Well, the National Highway Transportation Safety Bureau, it's a mouthful, they just announced that there are almost 900,000 GM cars that have to be recalled because they've gotten 39 solid complaints about transmission problems. And, again, 900,000 cars. Again, thank you. Now that you guys do this, so that's crazy. And then, Silverados, Escalades, Tahoes, all their best-selling models have the problems. So, You know, one thing that upsets me about stuff like this is that when you take a car in and you have to pay for it to get fixed, and then you get a recall after the fact, can you go to GM and say, "Oh, by the way, write me a la cuenta, give me a check"? Come on. So, always wondered about that one. Now, final story was sent by Scott, and there is a store called Harris Teeter, and that is in the Charlotte, uh, North Carolina area. And this store is 1 mile from his house. And there's a great story below on this about how, as he put it, scumbags that wanted to steal decided, you know what we'll do is we'll burn the place down. And they did over $20,000 worth of damage, but the store can't open. So he said, "Damn, this is awful. 1 mile from my house. This is a store that everybody knows everybody on a first name basis, and all these people are out of job because some degenerates wanted to steal." Isn't that awful, guys? See that? This is the stuff that really infuriates me because the theft, the problems are happening everywhere right now. Absolutely everywhere. Mark my words, guys. There's a new sheriff in town. He's coming soon. It's going to make things like this. You're not going to want to do stuff like this. Always send me stories, guys. Hello at iAllegedly.com. Please hit the like button. Please share the videos. You know, we have almost 2,000 videos, 1,800 and some videos. So share all that. And I appreciate each and every one of you. We're about to announce the winners for the Christmas and New Year's gifts that are coming out. It'll come out right after the inauguration. And I can't wait to share it with everybody. Okay? Onward and upward. Make this the best year ever. Okay? I will see you guys very soon.